Hey guys, Justin Udy here. So really quick, have you thought, should you be paying commissions, or is that something that has changed? Well, today we're going to talk about why it's important or why it's not and what you should consider. Let me just talk about a couple things that have happened within the last week. I've been on several different appointments. It was on a luxury property, a multifamily property, and just on a normal single family home. And every single one of them had the question, do we have to pay commissions? Now, with the NAR settlement, it had made a lot of changes to the market and made a lot of questions. So here's a couple things just to think about and how we can really successfully navigate through it. Let's just think about compensations in general, okay? Number one, we get compensated, whether you're at a job or wherever, in four essential ways. One, we essentially do time for money, where we work for somebody and we get paid. Two, we give information for money. Sometimes if I was charging you for this information, I would be compensated for that. Other ways is I'm providing a service or a product. Think about going to the store, picking up a car, buying a house, okay? You're essentially purchasing something and then compensation is then provided. And then finally, you're essentially having someone or something work on your behalf to make your money. Oftentimes in our world, it's doing investments, or if you have a company and you have people that work on your behalf to assist you in making money. So in our world, just think about when somebody goes out and they're essentially working to sell your property, essentially taking a buyer, taking them into properties and sell it to them, they're essentially receiving compensation. I will tell you, I've received compensation in three different ways. I will say, one, I've received commissions, which come from the sale of a property. That probably happens 99% of the time. Two, I have received an upfront fee, or essentially a compensatory exact amount that I was going to be paid. Oftentimes that was maybe a consulting fee. Oftentimes that was something where somebody was providing a sort of commission, but it wasn't based on the price. It was a set price that they could receive. And third and final, which doesn't happen very often at all, but is typically maybe this partnerships or something that I'm doing, whether it be purchasing property, buying a property, and then I receive a small portion of ownership, okay? So do we have to pay it or do we not? I want you to think about these three factors, and these are the factors that I talked about with these three folks, okay? Number one is we're gonna set a rate up front that makes sense for us. So if you're thinking I don't wanna pay anything or I wanna pay a full commission amount, that is up to you and that is your choice. So just know you're gonna negotiate that up front. Number two, my recommendation is consider what is competitive in the market. Now, one property that we met with, it had been on the market for months and months and months and months. Guess what? Never sold. When I looked at the commission structure compared to the other properties in the market, the commission on the other properties that had sold were here. Their commission was right here. Is that the reason it sold? Not every single reason, but it was a factor, because what happens is you want to make your property attractive, not only attractive in pricing and attractive how it shows, but attractive to the rest of the market that is assisting you in getting top dollar. So with that person, an adjustment was made. And again, going to another person when they were now trying to negotiate, well, what price should I be? I will tell you, in the past, when they had this on the market, we just looked at, okay, what was the compensatory, competitive people around me that sold? And we just said, look, where does that need to be as an equilibrium so that we are in the market, not just sitting on the market, okay? So let's be competitive. Let's make sure it makes sense, because folks, nobody's gonna wanna sell your home if they're not being compensated. They will move their client to another property, not because they want to. It's like telling your kid, listen, I'm going to have you work night and day for a week, but I will never pay you. They might show up the first day or the second day, but it's going to be pretty hard to get them out of bed the third day. Same as an employee. If they are not compensated, there's no way they're going to show up for work. So why would they show your home, make a competitive offer, when the neighbor and the one down the street and the one in the cul-de-sac and the one that's actually priced better or looks better or feels better is maybe going to be a better fit, as opposed to fighting for your option? Okay. And last and final, as I end this, I just want to say, listen, no commission comes without risks. Sometimes you're going to have a commission where you offer top tier commissions and you just have somebody tough on the other end, or you have somebody else that just had to purchase it. But what I will say is this: to reduce your risk, we're going to do the following. We're going to follow Murphy's Law, meaning we're going to just make sure if something's going to go wrong, we're going to make sure we take care of it, but we can avoid the risk as we have a goal in mind and we work towards that. Because my belief is, and as you've worked with our team, you know that we're an attract versus chase business. We're going to make sure we have systems and processes in place to assist you, and you're going to have a systematic approach to do it. But We're going to know what to do up front, be competitive in the meantime, know what risks will be coming up in order that you can be the most successful. Folks, if you have a question about this or anything else, please reach out to us. We're always here. Again, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.